What is going on, guys? My name is ggforgoblinguide. Today we're gonna play with a $60 deck in Modern. Let's get into it. So for today's list, we're gonna play a Mono Red Burn budget. So this is a $60 deck, about 55 ticks-ish. Depends slightly on every day. So this is a very cheap deck that you can build yourself if you want to play Modern. And what is cool about this deck is if you want to get to the Boros Burn list, if you just want to start into Modern, this is a great list because you can actually just use most of the cards that are in this deck you're gonna use in your Boros Burn, which, like, to actually upgrade the deck you just need the lands, so the fetch land, Spreading Vintage, Boros Charm, Helix, Path, and Sanctifier are not that expensive, so it's not like the big upgrade. The other super, like, most expensive cards, I think, is Eidolon of the Great Revel. A playset is about $50. That's quite a lot, so we couldn't include it in our budget burn. So we've got 20 mountains. I didn't want to make a deck that had pain lands, so... And we're not going to get like to that Ramunap Ruins most of the time. So just getting 20 lands and not dealing any damage to ourselves is going to help us into the aggro decks. We've got the classic Goblin Guide, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, Swiftspear, Rift Bolt, Skewer the Critics, and Skullcrack. So pretty much a classic in Burn that is already there. We also have Shard Volley, because we're not playing any fetch lands and we're not playing any lands that cycles. We're often going to have maybe one extra mountain, like a fourth mountain that we don't need. So that Shard Volley is there to use that mountain and utilize this burn spell that is actually not a great burn spell, but it's pretty good if you have a fourth mountain. It just becomes a Lightning Bolt. Becomes better than a Skewer, Rift Bolt, or Lava Spike. Then we have one of the most powerful cards that was put into Burn in the later years, Roiling Vortex, that usually we're playing in Sideboard. Now we're playing it main because we need actual burn spells in our deck. So Roiling Vortex is actually quite good even in main. Surprisingly, it's quite good against a lot of matchups because usually we're going to be on the offensive. So Roiling Vortex is already going to be a very powerful card. And usually we're playing 4 in our sideboard. Like my current sideboard for Boros Burn at the moment is running 4 Roiling Vortex, which is, and a lot of matchup I just bring 4 Vortex in. Then we've got the Rift Bolt, the Skewers, and I've added some spice to Exquisite Firecraft, because lately I've been playing against a lot of counter spells deck. So if you go on MTG Goldfish, you're gonna see that like the top decks almost all have counter magic. So I mean, it's not a hard price to ask. Like, the worst case scenario is it's going to be a 3-mana sorcery speed, deal 4 damage, which is not that bad. And we only have 2, one in a sideboard. And of course, the new card from the new set, Sawblade Scamp. So this is a very good, cheap version of a burn spell, and it's actually pretty efficient at what it does. I actually tried it a couple games in Pioneer and in Modern. I don't think it's good enough to go in our Boros Burn full budget list, but in Mono Red Burn budget list, I think it's a pretty good addition to the deck. So 1 mana, 1/1 haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you put an oil counter on it, and you can remove an oil counter to deal 1 damage to each opponent. So my idea is, most of the time that if you're going to play it on turn 1, it's just going to be a Swiftspear. And after that, you're going to cast non-creature spells for sure. You're playing Burn. And after that, even if your opponent is playing blockers and creatures, it's just going to be a pretty much worse Roiling Vortex for 1 mana. So actually, most of the time that I played the card, it dealt between 2 to 3 damage, which is pretty good. And sometimes it even went up to 4 or 5 damage in longer games where your opponent don't draw their removal spells. So it's actually a pretty good card, and one of the biggest upside to the card is, like I said, when there are blockers, your Goblin Guides, your Swiftspears cannot go through. This can just continue doing the burn spell, and it can even block a big creature and then activate. So it's actually a pretty good defensive tool as well, in our weird, in a weird way, but in our aggressive burn deck. So in our sideboard, we're running 4 Smash, pretty straightforward. 4 Searing Blood for those small creature decks. As you can see, we are not running Searing Blaze in the main deck. The big reason is I've already tried Searing Blaze in a budget version, and honestly, it's just very, very bad. Like, when you don't have a fetch land for Searing Blaze, it's honestly so bad, because what brings Searing Blaze to like being one of the best burn spells in a normal burn is you can just put the fetch land and just let it like for multiple turns, let your fetch land, and when you need to cast Searing Blaze, you can just fetch and use Searing Blaze. But when you need to keep your land in your hand, are you like playing the land, not playing the land? Do you need to not play your third land, just maybe you're gonna draw Searing Blaze and just win the game? So it's actually very awkward. You could argue to just cut the Shard Volley and cut the Exquisite Firecraft for 4 Searing Blaze if you prefer that, and if in your metagame has a lot of creatures, it might be better. But I decided to let them out for today, and the Searing Bloods in our sideboard is like our Searing Blaze if we are playing against a creature matchup. We got 1 extra Firecraft if we're playing against other, even more counter spells. Tormod Crypt, good against graveyard strategies. And we're playing 3 Dragon's Claw, just in case we're playing against a mono-red version, a mono-red mirror. So that's it for the list. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm really anxious to show you how Sawblade is actually pretty good. I'm not saying this is like a super good one-drop. Like I said, I'm not even going to put it in my Boros Burn. I don't think it has a spot to go in. But in a budget version, I think it's actually not that bad. So yeah, let's go into the league. I hope you enjoy, and make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. This video is sponsored by Top Deck Hero. You want to buy singles and support the channel at the same time? Well, you can use my code ggforgoblinguide on your next Magic singles orders to get a 10% discount in the link in the description below or at topdeckshero.com. Alright, round number 1, we're on the draw. Still pretty good keep. Let's see here. Hammer time. Hammer time before our sideboard is actually quite challenging, because we don't have our Searing Blaze in. But hope they don't have a crazy draw. Okay. I'm just gonna go for Swiftspear. Kill the Stoneforge right away. Hoping they don't have another creature. Oh, that's a creature. Okay. I think the only way I win this game is by attacking. Bring them down to 12, then 11. Then they get Shadow Spear. Then we activate our Vortex. Oh, yeah, they can just do that. Yeah. Like, I could have holded the Bolt, but it's just a game where I'm not casting anything if I hold Bolt, so always becomes a little awkward. So I'm just going to bring all of my 8 anti-hammer time things. Just going to cut the Vortex on the play at the very least. Probably like my worst creature, which is Sawblade. Yeah, against Hammer, we're just going to We just want to go super fast, not lose tempo, so Searing Blood and Smash are good for that. Got 12 points of burn. No Smash, no Searing Blood. I think that's not quite good enough to beat Hammer. Ooh. Guess we're gonna keep. At least we've got a Swiftspear, which can be damage over time, and a Smash. And a Skullcrack to prevent things. Pretty good. Blood. Oh, beautiful top deck. Beautiful. Okay. I'm just gonna try to go for Smash. You might have the protection spell. Not do much about it. Yep. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. It's pretty hard to beat Hammer Time as burn Borals. Like, we need our deflecting bombs and stuff. So as budget burn with even weaker tools, it's even harder. Okay. How do we come back from this? I think we can't. We're just dying in 2 or 3 turns, or not drawing enough burn spell for that. Alright, quite a hard matchup. Hopefully it's gonna be better in the rest. Alright, we're on the play. Like to see that. And reasonable hand. Goblin Guide into Vortex. We might go double Riftbolt because we've got a Vortex, so we don't want to take 10 damage to our own Riftbolts. Depends on which matchup it is. If I think I have definitely a chance to put a Vortex first, like the Vortex is better, I'm just gonna do that. And if it's like a Teferi deck, we'll need to put our Riftbolts turn 2. Okay, mulligans to 5, so if it is Tron, we've got a Goblin Guide. And if it is Dredge, we've got a Vortex. Maybe it's just a normal deck and they just got a little bit unlucky. Armglyph. Okay. It's like Jund or Rock. I think I have literally 0 sideboard cards. I don't even think we bring Tormod Crypt. Tormod Crypt is really more for like combo graveyard deck strategies. Gonna suspend 2 Rift Bolts because, like I said, Goif is one of the way that they can win this game. If we're taking 10 damage from our Vortex, we're definitely gonna lose. We see our opponent playing Urza Saga. Like, if this is Jund Saga, we're gonna bring some smash. But otherwise, we're gonna have to keep our Exquisite Firecrafts main. Opponent. Just play your Goif and say go. Everybody knows there's not a better play than that turn 2. Like, they're literally, the way they come back from this is they go Goif, Goif, and just kill me before I kill them. There's not a million ways to come back. And yes, they could have Shadow Spear, but if they are not playing, if they're playing Urza Sagas, I mean, it's going to be tough for them to actually natural draw the Shadow Spear. Yeah, even with another Goif, they're dead. They need to, like, Forest, Goif, Inquisition, get my Lava Spike. I don't top deck a burn, I don't top deck a burn, and that's the way they win. Pretty much it. Yep. You have Swamp Inquisition. Oh, alright, GG. Exquisite Firecraft for the win. Go? Um, kind of an awkward hand. Like this. I never won them all against John, but at the same time, look at this hand. Ugh. And if it's not like John is a hard deck to remove creatures, especially 1 toughness creatures with Ren and 6. That's already better. Put a Scamp to the bottom. Like, Vortex is good if we can manage to play it on turn 2, but we didn't even know if we were able to do that like 100%. Okay, I'm not gonna play my Scamp into their Ren and 6, so I play Swiftspear. What? They're playing blue. What is happening here? Ah, they're reading my new card. I don't even understand, like, where the actual creatures is on the image. Like, not even clear. I see the wheel thing, And like some claws and arms and stuff. Looks like he is like looks like the creature is actually a blade thing. Probably why it's called Sawblade Scamp. That is, I think the other art, the showcase one, it's a little more clear on what the creature looks like. Don't collective brutality me. They have collective brutality, we just lose. Unless we top deck Roiling Vortex. Hello. Okay. Ooh, top deck. Gonna cast our spells. Go. Why are they playing blue? I don't understand. Is it for a new card? Maybe it's just splash for any one of a new card or something. Maybe I just haven't played Magic in a really long time, and now John is splashing blue for something else. Okay, I'm just gonna take the 4 for now. Like, I really don't want to cast this Lightning Bolt, and then they just have Spell Pierce or something weird. Flusterstorm. Okay. Weird. Terminate. Post combat. I mean, they have Spell Pierce. I guess they got me, but weird that they would have Spell Pierce. Because they got the Verdant for specifically the Burning Pool. Oh, Stubborn Denial. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's not John. Maybe it's like more of a aggressive build. Like Zoo or something. Gonna cast this Firecraft in your face. Go. So my Firecraft might actually be important. The way if I drew like a Skewer or Revolt or Lava Spike, I would have just cast a Lava Spike, but just the way that I drew this is like sacrificing my land. I cannot cast Exquisite Firecraft after that. Tap out. Come on, tap out. Play Prismary Command, end of turn. Try to cast one bolt. Okay. Their blue is tapped out. Oh, fortunate. One really wants to draw a burn spell. Okay, down to 3. Top deck Exquisite Firecraft for the win. Oh my god. Okay. Like Teamer splashing black tempo. or John splashing blue for just counterspell. I'm gonna take out Skullcrack for Exquisite Firecraft then. Because maybe it might actually be relevant. I'm gonna keep this, like Goblin guy. Like, I'm pretty sure they're playing DRCs and stuff. Ragavan. Alright, Vortex is pretty good because if they are indeed on Shadow, which they are probably, and put some pressure, and we just have to wait, like, for, just for them to slowly die to Vortex. Red Shock Shadow? Yep. Shadow, Shadow. Okay. Um... Hmm. This is a little complicated. Oh, it's a bit awkward too. They're gonna be at 10. I have to survive next turn. Then they're gonna be at 9. I just need 3 of these burn spells to actually resolve. I think we need to Shard Volley one of them. Then, if I could just kill them both, I would. It would be just really easier. But I cannot do that. I think I'm gonna kill one of them. Just say go. Alright. Take 3. Just pass it back. Gonna try to go for the Skullcrack. It'll resolve. They have a stubborn denial, I lose. And if they don't, I win. If they have stubborn denial, they need to have stubborn denial and Teamer Battle Rage to kill me. I think I need to go for that. I mean, if they have both, they got me. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, I mean, fast turn. All right, that was a tense match. The Shadow against Burn's always very close. Let's go to the next round. All right, so we're up against Giganta, so it's probably Prowess or Breach or Tron. I really hope it's Tron because our hand is super bad against Prowess, so let's go. Tron. We probably lose then. Yep. Got some things for Prowess, but it's not great. We need to manage to steal, oh my god, it's Jeskei Prowess, so Ragavan and stuff. We need to manage to steal a win here, because if we don't, I don't think we're winning game 2 and 3. I think I'm just gonna... it's so awkward. Offer the trade? Like, play them both. Offer the trade, I guess. Okay. Means they probably don't have, like, okay. I thought they'd want to keep 2 DRCs. You just kill us faster. They did fetch shock twice, which is like the reason why we are kind of in a good spot. I think we just go Riftbolt and Vortex is super awkward. I'm gonna go Vortex first. Beta Spell Pierce. Nice. Actually, like, that's the spell I wanted them to get. Okay, that's good then. And now we're gonna go suspend Riftbolt. Opponent has only 2 cards in hand. I think we're in a fine spot, honestly. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna ignore their Shredder. Go face. Face. Face is the place. And hopefully we're just gonna draw another burn next turn. And remember, we have 2 Exquisite Firecraft mains, so I can just draw that and win. Or are their first turn 1 DRC not even a Delirium yet? Ah, they got a mountain. Was a Firecraft. I think that works too. They have Counterspell mana, but I'm not even sure they're playing Counterspell in their deck. Okay, so it's Jeskei Prowess or Jeskei Aggro stuff. Gonna bring some Bloods and Firecraft. Vortexes are actually not that bad because of the baubles. I think I'm just gonna cut a Shard Volley. Like, Bloods could be very awkward because if the DRC is a 3/3, but our deck, I mean, Skullcrack is also super awkward, so, and can kill Ragavan at the very least. Okay, it's a good Blood since we have it early on. I think our opponent just lost the game because they gave us literally like 7 life just from their lands, or 6 life. They fetch shock twice. think that's the pretty much only reason we won the game. Okay, you got a wall lender into Ragavan, sure. Okay, so Vortex gotta be pretty decent if they don't get their other land. Okay, they got it. Play DRC, please, so I can Searing Blood. Wear and Tear. Oh, Ragavan, sure. Got a mountain. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say go. Probably gonna have to bolt this DRC eventually, but like we just have so many burn spells. I just bolt it now. It's kind of awkward because we need our bolt for those skewers. I'm just gonna bolt it now. Just have so many burn spells, we just need to top deck some lands and we're good. And the Vortex is gonna kill them before it kills us. Yep. Sure. Okay, so this Searing Blood is gonna kill... you know what? I was almost going to Shard Volley, but remember we only have 2 lands. So. Okay, so Searing Blood on the monkey. Down to 9. Down to 8. Yeah, we're in a good spot. The skewers are very awkward at the moment. Okay, so you tell me if I top deck a line, I win. If I don't top deck a land, my hand is super awkward. Land, please give it to me. Oof. I don't think they're playing Force of Negation. Bye-bye. Okay, nice. Let's go to round number 3. Alright, round 4. We're on the draw, and our hand is kind of bad, so we're gonna mull. This hand is better. Put the volley to the bottom. We're playing against Mill. Okay. Okay. Oh, 2 Goblin Guide against Mill are usually pretty good. And we don't have any fetch lads. They're Archive Trap. I hope they have 4 Archive Trap in their hand and no way to activate it. Fatal Push. They're too good at this game. Annoying. Think I'm just killing the crab right away. And play my other guide and swing for 2. I really hope they don't have another Rune Crab. They have the Hedron Crab, that's fine. The Root Crab is annoying. Probably gonna go for that. Hope for not too many cards. 15, that's quite a lot. Okay, let's go for Vortex. Oh, with Vortex and Shardock Island means they're taking 5 from casting this spell. It's pretty good. So if you go for double Lava Spike plus Guide, they literally cannot cast this. What? Okay, that's the new Jace. Okay. Cool. Goblin Guide is denied. Oh my god. Target player mills 3 cards. Then if a Earth has 20 or more cards in it, draw 3 cards, otherwise draw a card. Oh, but all of our cards are in our exile, so it doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the Sawblade and Lava Spike your face. Swing them down to 7 with the Vortex, and I think it's gonna be difficult for them to win this turn, considering we can just gonna put a stop at my upkeep just in case they can mill 32 cards. Because if they mill 32 cards, probably because they use a Sheldock Island, we can Skullcrack plus 5 damage. It should be good. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, what was the mills? 3 times X. Oh, okay, so I just milled 18 cards there. Cool. Uh-oh. No. So close to win this game. Damn. That was a super close game. Alright. Fortunately, we didn't win game 1. I think I'm just gonna go for Tormod's Crypt and Exquisite Firecraft and have 64 cards in my deck. That's fine. Okay, so the new Jace is actually pretty cool. The thing is, maybe I was supposed to kill the Jace because I had enough burn spells. Yeah. We draw our second line, I think we just win with this hand. We draw land, burn spell, it costs 1, that's a turn 3 kill. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. Probably have a Fatal Push if they didn't have a turn 1 play. Just fine. Ooh, that's the card we are worried about. We're gonna try to win before it gets relevant. Okay. Spike your face. I think I'm just gonna not kill the crab. Probably have another push. And I'm just gonna go face. Yep. I cast this. This is an extra prowess. They should probably block with their crab anyway. If they don't block with their crab, that's fine. And if they block, it's also fine. Maybe I was supposed to kill the crab just to get 1 more damage in. Yeah, and now Crit Incursion is actually pretty bad. Because we can just have Tormod's Crypt in response. And we even have the Skullcrack just in case. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot here. Down to 9. And their draw in the lock are also not in action. Yep. 4. We're not milling a lot of lands. Milled 2 lands so far. Okay. Gonna swing. At the push. That's 3 push in 13 cards. Target me. All right. Let's go back in. If they had exactly Drown the Lock plus Crypt Incursion, we would have been in a... No, actually it was fine, because we had another burn spell. We're gonna keep this one. Hopefully they have 3 push in their hand again. And we can just have 0 creatures, or almost 0 creatures. Okay, we're gonna die to this crab. Heal it. I think I'm just gonna suspend the Rift Bolt and kill the crab. Because our hand is kind of slow, so we need a little more time. Play Vortex. Vortex is pretty good against Mill because it counters their life gain and also their Archive Trap. I love seeing Field of Ruin against my only Mountains deck. Yeah, we're already down to 32. We're getting low. A line was a great draw. Okay, we're gonna swing. Eden Crab. I'm just gonna cast the Skewer right now. We don't have any... We have only 1 creature in our grave, so their Crypt Incursion is not gonna do much. And they have only 3 lands, potentially a 4th one. I think we're still in a fine spot, honestly. Attack with the guide. Push. I think I'm just gonna go Vortex number 2 and pass. Make them go down to 9. Uh-oh. Down to 7. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. How many mountain do we have in our deck? It's actually quite important because we can get the exact odd of drawing a mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 3, 16. So we have 4 mountains out of 7 cards. Okay, so pretty high odds of drawing one. No, we drew another Vortex. So I think... just have to go for... Oh, wait, do I just have lethal there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. The only card that makes us lose is Crypt Incursion. Which I can, I guess, respawn at instant speed. Oh, no, my bad. We're only, or one short. But we're not dead yet. We can do this at our upkeep plus Shard Volley. Makes it lethal. Down to 3 cards. Down to 0 cards. Okay, so if they have 1 counter spell, we're dead. Or 1 removal spell, for that matter. Might as well just go to upkeep, remove. Alright. You have drawn the luck. Yes. Roiling Vortex win. With the Sawblade activation. Alright, let's go to round number 5. Alright, round number 5. We're gonna keep this hand. Looks pretty decent. Okay. Really hope this is not another hammer time. Turn 1 Saga, though, is pretty rare, usually, when you don't know what you're up against. Because if they knew we were playing Burn, like, going for turn 1 Saga to get a Shadow Spear makes sense. But they don't know that. This might be Amulet Titan. Because they've got a new tool, so maybe players want to play that deck. Oh, yeah, it's Amulet Titan. Alright. Just gonna go for... Wait, we might just be dead next turn. That's actually crazy to think about, but actually might be the case. Because they're gonna go tap for a land, get an amulet, transform this into an amulet, bounce land, and that's oh no, maybe we're not dead. They need something else. Like they can, yeah, 2 amulets into bounce land. That's 4 mana. They need something else, a dryad. We did. They always have the... Okay, do you have the Titan? Or probably. God. Okay, they just had like a very, very good hand. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. I was sure I was going just to die here. Yeah, I mean, we just gotta bolt their face. I don't think it matters too much to kill the Dryads. We're just gonna have to pretend like they're not there and just going face. And I guess... Casting Vortex. Attack for 4. They're probably gonna block with one of the Dryads. Yep. Now, do we go for Lava Spike or we just hold the Vortex for life gain, hate? I mean, they already have 2 amulets. No, we're gonna hold. I mean, we're probably just dead if they have a Titan, we're probably just dead here. And if they have a Titan but they don't kill us, it's probably because they top deck the Titan or they have oh my god, another one. They can have a million amulets. But we got a lot of mana. We got 4 lands, so I think it was okay to hold. Okay, I'm just gonna Lava Spike your face. And pass turn. I don't think Titan is playing Shadow Spear. But if they are, we've got 2 anti-life gain. But I think they might just win with the constructs if we still don't draw burn. Need to draw burn next turn. Because their constructs are getting very big very fast. Come on, cast some respect. You know you want to do it. Man, 3 amulets. That's a billion jigillion mana. Some respect. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. We make 6 mana out of that. Fine. What are you gonna do with that mana? Are they gonna cast the 7 mana thing? Puts a creature into play. Okay, explore, sure. Do you have like a ballista or something? Okay. Okay, all of that nonsense for just that. Seems a little overkill. Okay, I'm just gonna cast Skullcrack because if I top deck Firecraft, I guess. I don't know. I need to top deck a burn or I'm dead anyway, so burn. I think that was 3 lands in a row. That's lethal. They have 10, 12, 14 damage. Yeah, against Amulet Titan, that is already a bad matchup. We need to top deck correctly, or yep. Goblin Guide wouldn't even do it. Alright, Titan, I think I'm just gonna bring in some Smash. Take out the Firecrafts. And probably just the Goblin Guides. Well, it was a non-Arbral Grazer version, so maybe Goblin Guide is not that bad. Oh, never mind. Too late to apologize. Okay. A lot of burn. Yeah, really need to win game 1. Because winning 2 games against Titan is pretty hard to ask. Yeah, they have the same start. No amulet again. Okay, but we're gonna take a billion damage from this Swiftspear though. They're not gonna get an amulet until next turn. Wow, if we top deck a burn spell that costs 1, they're actually just dead. No, never mind. Okay, so they got the Grazers, so Goblin Guide taken out is fine. Right to your face. Alright, stop drawing lands, please. Okay, might be dead here. We'll see. Really looks like it was literally made for this interaction. Like Urza Sagas, tap for 1 colorless. You have exactly 1 colorless to transform this into an amulet. But they're not doing that just yet. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they don't have a bounce line. If I can just draw 2 burn spells in a row, I think we might be good here. Jesus Christ. I'm not winning. I'm not winning against Titan by drawing lands. I think that was 3 lands in a row once again. I had 2 lands in my starting hand, I think. Yeah, I think we only drew lands because I had these 4 burn spells plus Swiftspear. That is not a good draw. I mean, technically, if I draw a burn spell next turn that deals 3 damage, that's lethal with the Sawblade. But every turn I give them is another turn that I might just die instantly. Like, they just draw a Titan and we're dead. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good sign that they decide to make another construct. Come on, deck. I think we got a chance at this. Just draw a 1 mana burn spell. Deals 3 damage. Okay. I mean, we can block and deal 1 damage. And it actually prevents them from doing Summoner's Pact. So, I mean, that's something. And this game is so awkward. We're at turn 6 and Amulet and Burn didn't kill the other opponent. That's super weird. So we're just drawing trash, both of us. Okay, so we're gonna take 10. Just in case we draw another Vortex, which is possible. We're gonna have another non-creature spell. Oh my god, my opponent is also drawing like trash. Okay, come on. Any non-creature spell is going to do it. Finally. Okay. Or I'm even gonna hold priority, get a counter, and oh, okay. Okay, we're going to game 3 with all of these weird games. I don't actually believe it that my opponent didn't have 1 combo kill. I don't like this hand, but we're gonna keep. It's oh my god, they even have the same start again. Oh, okay, no, they have an Amulet start. We're in trouble. Okay, am I dead? Oh my god, they literally have everything. They really have the same to start 3 games in a row. Okay, I'm just gonna cast double Rift Bolts so I don't die to my own Roiling Vortex. And hopefully I'm not dead here. Okay, that's a Titan, I'm guessing. My god, that's just 3 amulets with 0 lands. Okay. Oh my god, that's not even a Titan. This is game 3 and we have seen 0 Titans so far. It's gonna get a billion triggers though. Trigger. I wish we were playing in paper, because if my opponent just showed me the Titan, I would just concede here. But this is MTGO, they have to make all of the triggers. Oh my god, they actually cast Colossus, but still, since they didn't have any mana, it just goes to the grave. Okay, but honestly, even with a Titan, we're not dead yet. Because I think that's actually the wrong pair of lands. You need to get Simic with Transmute and grab another Titan. Because that's only... Oh, no, okay, they can actually give it a million... Okay, so if they're playing the double strike land, we're dead. Okay, they just have another Titan. Makes things easier. Alright. I mean, we still got a 3-2, and we lost to our two most difficult matchups, which is Hammer Time and Titan. Well, not maybe our two most, but in our difficult matchups. We go for a small wrap-up. Alright, so 3-2, I mean... As you can see, we've lost to our two difficult matchups, and honestly, we almost beat Amulet Titan. We just got pretty unlucky, like our opponent. And yeah, I mean, this deck definitely feels clunky, but at the same time, that's what happens when you play a $60 deck. So if you want to get into Modern and you only have $60 US bucks, you can just grab this deck. And I mean, if you're watching me, you probably have some of these cards. Like I think one of the most expensive cards in the deck in this deck is Lava Spike and Skullcrack, which is kind of crazy. Like even Goblinguide is super cheap. I think a playset of 4 Goblinguides is like $11. And a playset of Lava Spike is also $11. So yeah, $60 for a deck that can actually go 3-2 against good decks. Yeah, feels pretty good. I mean, you have a lot of also cards you can tweak, like the Shard Volleys are definitely an awkward card that I'm not even sure I like. Maybe I would just go down to 1. Exquisite Firecraft is more of a meme, because I've seen a lot of counterspell decks in the metagame, so I just wanted to catch some of them off guard. You can like try to bring other, like the thing is other cards will also be a little bit awkward. Like we have the core set of Goblin, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, Swiftspear, Rift Bolt, Skewer the Critics. The other cards are like your Bridget version, so Skullcrack, 4 main, Vortex. Actually, Vortex was pretty impressive. Kind of feels great having this main. And our sideboard, well, you don't have a million options. Yeah, you have the colors cards and the mono red cards. You could definitely have other sideboard options, but if you want to go super cheap, that was the better cards. Honestly, I think Relic of Progenitus is probably better, but Tormod's Crypt is like way cheaper. Like a playset of relics is actually kind of expensive. So yeah, mono red burn budget. Let me know what you think. And honestly, this card for a burn budget was pretty impressive. I like in the last, like all of our last 1-drops that we got in Modern. I think this is one of the best Bridget version you can use. So yeah, that's it for today. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this list. And once again, if you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in another video. See ya. Bye bye, guys.